When I got in the band, I mean, I lived on Planet Guitar big time. Tommy and the band had actually had 2 or 3 years of making really good money, so their interests were not so much musical. It was hard to get them to even rehearse. You know, they were like way starting to enjoy the other side of it, because those guys really came from nothing. You know,
it got beyond music. Okay, it wasn't about music anymore. At a certain point, it's just that, you know, situations change. You know.
When we got to be Black Arkansas, our manager decided, you know, we would incorporate, so everything would get kicked into a pot. So everything was written by Black Arkansas, no matter who wrote it.
I didn't even, wasn't knowledgeable of everything in the record industry. I was just into the music and into trying to survive and get this thing going, you know.
The corporation would hold all the money because while it was incorporated, during the year when you're paying bills, you didn't get taxed as hard. But at the year end, when the tax time came, you wanted to zero out your corporation. So it all got divided up into bonuses. And the bonuses wasn't figuring out to what, you know, we were working our ass off for.
I rode the river 'cause I had what it took, like a boy in a Mark Twain book. That old Mississippi carried me down. There's two kinds of human beings in the world, not just male and female. Beyond that, it's those that have a conscience and those don't. And some people think it's definitely a curse or a handicap to have a conscience.
Everybody, including our manager and our road manager, all had an equal slice of the band. And there was big slices missing that nobody could explain. At the end of the year, you know, when money be divided up, hell, we're out playing 300 days a year, and there's no money. I had a 2-year-old son that I'd seen 4 weeks out of his life. My marriage, I had a beautiful wife. I didn't get to see it all. There was rules made where you wasn't allowed to bring your wife on the road. You couldn't still go home seeing your wife because you were playing 300 days a year, but you couldn't bring her out. And I wanted some time off, you know, because I don't want to keep working and paying, you know, so we can make money, but then not making money. And I wanted time to figure out what was going on and see if we could fix it. At that time, there was a undermining thing going on to whittle down the band, in my opinion. They were trying to whittle down the band to Jim Dandy. Put up with Black Arkansas, you got to put up with 6 different personalities, bam. All of them having kids, old ladies, and everything else. You get down to just Jim Dandy, you only got to pay his salary and everybody else is sideman, you know?
I'm only 5'8.5" without my boots. My heels, I'm a high heel dancer, hell yes I am. I can wear whatever the fuck I want to. I ain't got to explain myself to nobody. Because my intentions were never bad.
Jim Dandy was easier to market, he was easier to take care of. That way you got Jim Dandy and whatever band he wants to put together, bam. And so all that was being planned, and when I wasn't allowed to, you know, get in and delve around and find out what was going on, I decided it was time to go for a while.
Well, it got to a point, you know, that in the career I did, and there was a lot of stress. I don't know if I won't say too much, but, you know, I feel that management screwed the pooch and helped bust the rest of it up.
Any day now, I shall be released.
Well, you know, we'd lost Harvey, you know, and Rick left. Stanley, myself, and Tommy Aldridge said, no deal. Just, you know, no. At a certain point, it's just that, you know, situations change, you know. And like I said, management is what I blame for it. And I only have bitterness from one person involved in all that. That was the management, okay?
There was a big corporation split up. See, Black Oak was a corporation. And by me joining after the corporation was thing, I was never really a full partner. which was like a double-edged sword. It was a blessing and a curse because I was able to probably get a release from my contract that may not have been as easy later on. But I think those guys, when the corporation split up, that's when the big meltdown between them happened.
I never begrudge any band member that I played with for leave coming or going, because everybody has to do what they feel is right for them at the time.
I never had a personal thing. It wasn't like we had some big, serious goodbye. It just seemed like it was a business decision, and just things kind of ended.
So eventually Jim left too, bam. Even Jim, who they were trying to get down to where it was nothing but him, and he just ended it. And so it was about a year or so where there wasn't a black over our shop.
When I thought I knew something, I didn't know shit. That wasn't why I was wearing all white. And I don't think because I got a double thick skull bone, it's being a medical fact, it's why I'm stubborn either. It's why I'm hard to knock out, hard to give a concussion.
I never begrudge any member, because I know the dues that each and every one had to pay, to accomplish what we accomplished when we did it. And to come against all odds, because coming from where we came with no advantage whatsoever, and to endure and persevere and finally attain, whatever level it was we got to. We worked to get there.
The world ain't what it should be. Humanity ain't humane. Good Lord gives the free will to make the same.